So being told that you have cancer, right? Like, this is it. It's not an assumption anymore. It's not a, this is it. There's a mass on your chest and you got cancer. Can't really prepare for it. That's emotions, right? Immediately hit you, different type of emotions you never felt before, because it's your life, right? But the respect that you gain over time of hearing the word cancer, it's not a great word to hear. So with it being directed to me, it feels like, I mean, that's it, right? There's no, I don't have a cure for it. So you get put into a mindset that you've never been put in before, or at least for me, right? I start thinking about like the inspirational, motivational speakers, like the graduation speaks. A lot of times they go to like, make sure you take risks, right? Throughout your journey in life, you take your risks, you make choices, you have bad choices, bad decisions, whatever, but at least you take the risk. You don't live based off of fear, right? You take your risks, because when you're older and you're laying there, you're looking back at your life, memories, whatever, those are the stories that are memories, right? The risk, man, we were young and we would do this, and remember when how we were such crazy kids, we would, remember I had the idea and it failed, but we did it. Those are your stories and your memories. But the regrets that you have while you're laying there are the things that you never acted upon. And that's when you start to, feel like, man, I wish I would have done this, or man, I never got a chance to do this, or I wish I would have taken that test or tried to go sing or something. And when I was told that I had cancer, right, it immediately put me in that state of mind of being on my deathbed, right? So that experience of thinking about the memories of the risk, right? I quit my job a few times, right? I started the business, and those are great moments. But there's also the regrets, the ones that are, man, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have acted up on this quicker, right? I drug my feet because I had the arrogance of the assumption that I have so much more time. I'm only 32 years old, so there's more time. I have more life to live, but when someone tells you have cancer, you don't feel like that anymore. It feels like, this is it. That's my line in the sand. What have I done? This is my life. Am I proud of it? Right? You have a family. You have, the things that you just assume will come later in life. You draw that line in the sand now. And it's rough to look at if you're not satisfied. And that's, it's rough. It's not a great feeling to have. Even if you've done things that, even if you've taken the risk, right? you still have that assumption that you have so much more life. So that was, it hit me. It hit me rough, right? Because you never know. And I got shit to do. You know, I don't want this to be the line in the sand for me. I got more. So the overwhelming feeling of hearing that you have cancer is just gonna have to wait for me. It's like faced with death, so to speak, right? But I got more life that I gotta live, so we gotta make it do what it do. We gotta make it, somehow we gotta make this thing work. And that's just my take on it. That's just how I feel about it. It's scary, for sure. It's the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I got shit to do.